Well, we finally, I guess not finally did it because I'm not technically done, but most of the garden is put in and we are so close that I thought I would give you the first tour of the year. So let's go take a look. Well, you can't tell it now because it's just planted, but if you can see some of the mounds here, let's see, there's one, one. So we've got squash planted here and sunflowers in the back there. And then, of course, over here, within the fence, I have 2 rows of corn that go all the way down. And then the rest of this is all oats. We did have a few feathered dinosaurs attack it and eat up a bunch of oats we put in the back there. But most of it we saved. I only hope the chipmunks have not taken the rest. No, they didn't steal them all last year when we had our test plot, so fingers crossed. The hugelkultur I am going to use for melons. That is the plan here. And we have planted, I think we counted 27 melons, which seems like a lot for such a small space, but fingers crossed that because they can go up and over, it will be more than enough space. So in the next couple days, I will be getting back here to clear out a lot of these raspberries and such. And then this hugelkultur needs some freshening up, but I did put a few tomatoes in here because I still have a lot of tomatoes I gotta finish transplanting. Here we've got black elderberry and summer squash in between. Elder, summer squash, elder, summer squash, all the way down. So hopefully those turn out well. I don't think I'll have any chamomile thanks to my chickens. Olivia, watch out for the trees. Echinacea's coming up. All the little chicks. We've got to clean their space out and get them moved. I have potatoes in this bin this year, so we'll see how this works out. I have a few more seed potatoes I'm going to put in here, probably 4 or 5. So just because there's not much soil there, but I am going to utilize it. And let's go. My garbage heap I need to take care of. And then the garden, the asparagus came back up, letting that grow for another couple seasons before we start harvesting it. So, I don't know if you can see, but there's this curvature that's got cucumbers. I've got an S-shaped curvature that also has cucumbers. And then this space here has cucumbers as well. And then I have tomatoes. And we have onion sets in between all the tomatoes here. Nothing to see here yet, but this does have beans and lettuce. I don't know if you could see it on the camera, but I do have a spiral shape all the way to the middle, and it's full with tomatoes and onions. So I'm hoping, I have been able to fit more tomatoes this way than I have in the past few years of just doing rows. So I'm hoping this just kind of helps utilize a little more space. Beans and lettuce, and the last 2 are beans and radish. Then of course tomatoes along the fence line here, And between those, I have also put radish. We love radishes here. So, like I said, I still have quite a few tomatoes left to transplant. And again, more tomatoes. I'm crossing my fingers that they don't get eaten overnight, because I do not have anything to fence them off. This is right in front of the deck. I even had to put a few in this little bed here. Yeah. So we'll see how they go. Lots and lots of tomatoes. And I still have about 12 more. And a few cayenne peppers to transplant. So we're almost there. We're almost there, you guys. This space here kind of looks like a junk pile, but it's actually where I've planted watermelon. And I have all this stuff covering our planting areas because we were having trouble keeping the chickens contained. But now that they are finally contained, I can take all these off. They are safe. Safe at last. Even Monique has expanded her garden. Last season, it was basically the size of that pallet. So she really wants to add a whole bunch. So she's got one space for beans, one space for cucumbers. She's got potatoes in her buckets. Carrots here. She's put melons in these little mounds. She's got pepper plants in this pallet. Tomatoes in front of this one here. She's got radish and lettuce in that one. And I know she put onions here. I don't remember what she put in the other side. Oh, she did put onions in both sides. And I don't remember what she's putting here. I think she put corn there. Pretty sure that's what she did. Baby bunnies are doing fantastic. Yeah, it's a bunny. Another 2 weeks and we will be moving these guys to the tractor to put out on the grass. And then we'll rebreed Mama. Let's go check on the other bunnies. Our handsome fella. Now Miss Pepper, I'm going to retire. I've tried multiple occasions to get her to breed, and she is just utterly resistant and won't do it. So she has served us well, but it's time to say goodbye. These guys go in their tractor next week. They are a dirty mess. You can even see Mama. She's a filthy mess with all these babies around. So it'll be nice to get her separated and we can clean this cage out. Yeah, look at all the baby bunnies, huh? And then we've got one more Mama who has got a new set of babies. Well, hi there, sweethearts. And she has given us 7. They're about 10 days old. They just opened up their eyes. So, a bunch of little squished guys. They're so cute. But she is doing fantastic. She always does well. So we have 20 babies growing out at the moment. And we'll be putting them on the grass as they grow older. So this lawnmower is so much more than a lawnmower. It is our little tow truck, our hauling tool, I guess you could say. We have a very small property, not big enough to use a vehicle to move stuff around, whether that's bedding, compost, anything of the nature. Um, for the most part, I can, haul the pallets down because I'm right next to our regular road. But this works really well. The other thing that's really great about it is when you have small kids, and I will say this wagon, by far the best garden wagon to have. I'm going to get more. I think we got this one at Ace for about $60, and it's just fantastic. I mean, all the walls can fold down, so I can stack 5, 6, 7 pallets on it, haul it around where I need to go. I can close up the walls and fill it with compost, with soil, anything, limb litter, and then pull a wall down so it's easy to unload. And this also makes it fun for the younger kids. They can stick around, you can keep an eye on them because they know that when the wagon's empty, they get a ride. Also, it's nice that if I want the older kids to be a little more dedicated to some of the work that needs to get done, offering to let them drive or teach them how to drive it is a huge motivator. Right now, this is a weight triggered start, so they're not exactly heavy enough. The older one is, my son is not, to get it to start, but at the same time they still like the rides too. So you don't have to spend a lot of money on a quad, on a second vehicle. If you have a small property, simply pick up a riding lawnmower. It's another dual purpose tool, and we picked this one up used and have had it for going on 5 years, and it has done fantastic. So just an idea. Come on, girls. Here we go. Here we go. Come on. Come on. Ready? Come on. Here we go. Hey, come on. Ready? Go get it. There you go. Go on, baby girls. Go on. Go on. Come on, Dottie. You too. You gotta go through the fires. Come on. There you go. Yeah. It's your new space. Okay, well, don't gorge yourself. You're not starving. Come on, girls. Come on. Come on, mamas. Let's go explore. Come on. Yeah. Yeah, come with me. Look at all of this. Look at all this space for you. Yeah. Yes, this is all for you, beautiful girls. Yeah, look at all the raspberry canes. Oh, pretty, pretty girl. Oh, my love, huh? Yeah, feel free to explore, mamas. It's all yours. All for you. I hope you're happy now. But you can wander farther than the gate. Well, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chickens. That means I need 9 more. No. I need 8 more. I don't even know how many we're missing. I've got fog brain this morning. Hi, pretties. So I have this saying that says it takes less time to do something right the first time than it does to have to go back and fix it. Well, I should have paid closer attention, and I was in such a hurry to get this paddock fenced that I made a mistake. And now I'm doing twice the work to try and fix it. So let me So take a look at this fencing and tell me if you see the mistake. You see these? These are much smaller. And these are nice and big, like 4x4. So, I put this whole fence up upside down. So 2 sides of this paddock fence is upside down. Planted part of the garden yesterday and thought we will clip the chicken wings so they can't fly over. Well, it doesn't matter. Most of those hens can walk straight through these squares. So now I gotta take some snow fence and double up until I get these pallets moved over here. Because I'm not ripping this fence down and flipping it over. So, plan well before you start a project like this. So, I have finally, however Jimmy rigged it is, secured the fencing of these chickens. You know, people say that goats and cows and stuff will test your fences, but I have found in our experience these chickens have put our fence to the test much more than our goats have. But the girls, Miss Hilga, are finally okay with being in the new paddock. Hi, mamas. And there's Miss Dottie. They absolutely love the honeysuckle. That's what she's eating over there. And maybe as time goes on, we will find out. But I've heard many people say that goats love to eat poison ivy, but these girls have not touched it. You say, Dottie, I have something for you, huh? So, now that the garden's done, we've got a few projects, but I will divide this down the middle, both long ways and lengthwise, and it will give us 4 paddocks that we could rotate all the animals through daily. And of course, as the summer goes on, I will continue to add it down the property line this way. So hopefully when it's all said and done, we'll have about 12 paddocks. Daddy, huh? Daddy. Can you say Helga? She's getting good at calling them. She loves to feed them. Huh? Hi, pretty girls.